Hello everyone, welcome to GB Bricks. In today's video I'm going to be taking you round the LEGOLAND Windsor shop. So basically a couple of days ago we went to LEGOLAND Windsor, and I'm not going to show you the full park this time because we went a few months back and I did a full video with a park walk around then. So I'll put a card to that in the top right hand corner if you want to see the full park. This is just to show you the main store once you're inside. We went just in time for the new May releases, so this is to have a look around the store and see if they had those new sets in store. So what did we see whilst we were there? Well, let me show you. So that's the main LEGOLAND shop, just to the right, slightly to the right. I had a few other bits going on this day. But yeah, we'll make our way towards the shop and inside in a moment, and I'll show you around and we'll see if we can see any of the new releases for May 2025. There you can see a Star Wars focus as you walk in there. Obviously a lot of the May releases are Star Wars based, and we'll have a look for some of those in a minute. But this is the store, so this is the main area. Just in front there is another small room, and then you have an area on the right and an area on the left. Here are some of the plushies that are exclusive to LEGOLAND. A couple more there, as well as a new board game. And here we have again a lot of the more exclusive parts, including the minifigure Speedway merchandise for one of the roller coasters we have at LEGOLAND Windsor. Again, some of these aren't necessarily exclusive to LEGOLAND, but they are for the most part things that you don't normally see in general LEGO stores. Some of them you do. We're making our way down now, and there's the first of the new releases. This is Jango Fett's Fire Spray class Starship, or the Slave One, as it's more commonly known. A very impressive set, one of the UCS sets of course, £259 as you can see there. It's a very expensive, but definitely an impressive set. There are a couple more of the UCS Star Wars sets there too. And here now we'll have a look at some of the more exclusive sets to LEGOLAND. And here's the Mythicus set, which is based on a particular part of the theme park. Again, all of these have some sort of tie-in to rides that you'll find in the theme park itself. They're nice little sets. I do own a couple of them, but they are very expensive for what you get. Here we have some of the brickheads, including the newer Transformers ones from, I think it was around about March time. They didn't have those in the last time I was here actually. And within the kind of middle of the main area, you have like the booths and the plinths. One of those is, or a few of those actually, are Ninjago based, and you have a few of the newer Ninjago sets here. And there are new Ninjago sets coming soon, another wave of Ninjago coming soon. Actually, Ninjago is one of the best value themes within the LEGO stores, I feel. A fair few kind of $8.99 sets that you can pick up if you're here for a day. Obviously very expensive to come here as it is, and you just want to buy a couple of cheaper sets. Yeah, Ninjago is a good theme for that for sure. There's some of the other merchandise for the theme, of course. But yeah, some good sets here. I did do a list of all the sets retiring for Ninjago by the end of this year, if you want to give that a watch, because a fair few of these are retiring and will be gone by the time 2025 is over. A couple more of the kind of middle of the floor plinths now. We've got Technic. A few different Technic sets. Speed Champions, you can see there, the older Speed Champions set. And then on the wall behind this, you'll see in a moment, you have the newer F1 Speed Champions set, as well as the Technic Formula 1 racing cars as well, which do look incredible. They didn't have that Red Bull one in the last time I was here either. And yeah, to see it made, it looks pretty special. And they have the upscaled minifigure, the race driver minifigure, which I do really like actually. I think that's a very nice little model. LEGO City adorns the walls at the back of the store. These used to be round the corner, and I'll show you where that is in a minute. It's Marvel and Star Wars around there now, and we'll see those in a moment. But yeah, here's the LEGO City section. A decent amount of sets here, and again some good value for money in this section too. Some of these, I do really like this one actually. This is like the Police Prison Island, which came out last year. It's a really nice set. And here we have one of the, again from last year, but the newer Explorer range, which looks too much like an Arctic set for me, but it's not. It's more tropical And here's one of the stunt sets. I thought it retired actually, and clearly can't have done. I like this tram as well, very European looking. Yeah, I do like that one, I must say. And here again, is that a stunt set? Yeah, I thought that was retired, maybe not. Round to the right then, where Lego City used to be, and as I said, now you have Marvel and Star Wars around here. So here are some of the Marvel sets. There's a Hulkbuster, which again I thought had retired. Must have been wrong there. There's the Avengers Tower. There is that Hulkbuster again, of course. And up in the corner, just up here, you have the X Mansion. There it is, which I was a bit disappointed with when it was revealed. Was it last year? I really thought that was going to be one I went for, but no, not so much. And this is one of the new sets. This is the Avengers Endgame Final Battle. I'm not a Marvel person, and that doesn't look like a set that's worth £90 to me. But if it is for you, then it's out now. Here's the Star Wars section, of course, and you have one of the new sets there. You can see the Star Wars logo. We'll have a closer look at that in a minute. A bit of DC around here. Lego don't do much DC at the minute, but there's a new Batman Forever Batmobile coming soon, of course, which I'm looking forward to, I must say. Jurassic Park / World also. And here are some of the Star Wars sets, as you can see. And the rest of this area, you have some refreshments and bits. There are the tills, and there are your kind of smaller bits and pieces, trying to get people to make an impulse buy, of course. Here's that Star Wars logo set again, £60 here in the UK. They did have a few of the Star Wars sets, the new sets. Legoland don't always seem to have the brand new sets straight away, which is equally disappointing and surprising. But with a big Star Wars push, they did on this day. There's the U-Wing. That's from Andor, isn't it? I think. That's not new, of course, the Onyx Cinder, but I do really like that ship. Even though I've never seen the show, have no interest in the show, I do think it's a nice model. And we also have some of the newer ones here. So you've got the Chopper model. And just along here, there are a few more, I believe. So yeah, there's Kylo Ren's Command Shuttle. I really like this. I just think it's massively overpriced at £60. But I do think it's a nice model. And then you have Kylo Ren's helmet, of course, as well. And just next to that, you have the Jango Fett helmet 2, which it says there is an exclusive item. I didn't realise that, so it may well be that that one is exclusive to LEGO stores. This is the tills. Now, the only reason I'm showing this is because you may be able to see on the electronic boards behind them that they're advertising the free gifts. For a while, Legoland stopped doing the free gifts, the gifts with purchase. They didn't do anything like that at all. Then they brought back the passport stamps and VIP points, insiders points, and now they've brought back, it seems, gift with purchases, so that can only be a good thing. Here we have some botanical sets. So in a minute, we're going to walk through to the back parts. Like I said, you have the middle section. There's a new botanical garden set as well, by the way. But yeah, you have a middle section, you have a back section, you have the left and the right. So we've just seen the right. Now we're going to walk through to the back section here. So a few more plushies, as you can see. This is all Lego Friends related on this wall. As you walk around, a lot of what's around here is kind of the licensed part. So you have Disney, and on this plinth in the middle here, you have video game stuff. So you've got Animal Crossing there. I do think that's a very strong line from what they've done so far. I think they're nice little sets, very pleasant little sets. On the wall behind this plinth, you may be able to see you've got Harry Potter, one of Lego's strongest sellers, and a few more Mythica bits, merchandise and what have you in the corner there. Moving back round this way, you'll see the rest of the video game related bits. So there's the Mario, Sonic, and what have you. The Super Mario Kart, the big kart, hadn't released on this day. This is early May, and that I think came out just a few days after this. So you won't see this in this video. There's Minecraft as well, another popular theme, of course. And just behind me there was the Great Deku Tree, which is a lovely set. I don't think it should have been a 2-in-1 personally for the price, but it is a really nice model. Here we're moving towards the left hand side of the store now, and we have some more of the exclusive bits. There's the dragon logo, a few more of the sets focusing on particular rides, of course. And then here you have the big Legoland set, which comes with stickers, and you can apply the sticker that's relevant to the park that you visited or the one that's nearest to you. It's a decent set. It's just very expensive. A lot of Legoland is just so expensive, to be honest. Moving into the left hand side now, and they had a little plinth here which was kind of England or London related. That little creator bus is very nice, by the way. It's a very nice little set. You can only get in some of the stores. I know they have it in Leicester Square as well. And on this side you have some more of the botanicals, and then you move into Lego icons. They've got the Titanic I can see down the bottom there, as well as the new steamboat. And they also had, actually, which I've not seen for a long time, the grand piano. There it is. I thought that had retired as well. It could well have done, but I've not seen that in a store for a long time, so it was nice to see that. In the middle of this left hand side you have the build and minifigure stations. There are 3 in total. I think this is the middle one of the 3, with a few different bits and bobs. There were some chili pepper costumes there. There's the other one, or the second one I should say, and there is the third one. So yeah, 3 of those. Here you have the minifigure factory, which is where you can make like a customized Lego figure. It costs a lot more money. It's about £12 or £13, I believe. But you can put graphics on them and words and customize it to make it much more personal to you. Just down there you see the Creative 3-in-1, and here they are in more detail. Some good sets. I think this is a theme that's really going from strength to strength. There's the pirate ship with the brick built sails. There's the Lion Knight's castle, which is not a 3-in-1 of course, but there is where it sits. And this is a newish one. This is the medieval dragon, which I got for Easter, and it's a lovely set. Here's the pick and build wall, which I said in my previous video when we visited a couple of months ago, is quite disappointing. It was no better today, to be perfectly honest. There's another shot of the minifigure factory just to give you a proper look at what they do. There's the mosaic maker, actually, where they create or take a photo of you and create it into like a stud filled mosaic. Here's the wall in a bit more detail. Yeah, nothing special on here really. There do seem to be quite a lot of pieces that are vehicle related: wheels, tyres, chassis. They have some sand blue 1x1 tiles there that are nice, but on the whole, yeah, nothing great. But yeah, that's the store really. That's the store in a nutshell. And now I'll show you some of the bits that we picked up. Let's show you some of the bits we picked up now then. We didn't get much, we didn't go mad, just a couple of little bits for the kids and what have you. But the first thing I picked up was this set here. This is 76302 Superman Mech versus Lex Luthor. I've wanted this since it came out, and I was waiting for it to drop in price. I've seen it in a 2 for $20. It's $12.99 generally, but there was nothing else I wanted in that 2 for $20. So I did pay full price for it, $12.99. But again, if you're out for the day and you're happy to pay a couple of pounds more, I don't mind so much. Do you know what I mean? But the reason I wanted this is because it's been so long since we got anything DC that wasn't Batman. Despite the fact I do like Batman a lot, I wanted to pick this up, and in the hopes that perhaps it will lead to a few more sets that aren't specific to Batman. There is another Superman film coming out soon, of course, so it'd be nice to see some new sets based on that. But I do like these little mechs. I know some people it's not for them, but I've got a few of them, and I just think they're fun. I think that for what they are, the play value in them is high. Not that I obviously partake in that, they sit on a shelf, but I just think they're a fun little set for a decent price. I like the Superman figure. I don't mind the Lex Luthor one either. I'm not a big Lex Luthor fan, but yeah, he's okay. Superman needing a mech to fight Lex Luthor is a bit odd, but let's pretend that's not the case for a minute and not worry too much about that. But yeah, a decent little set, and yeah, happy to get that one. My son picked up this Ninjago set. This is 71826, the Dragon Spinjitzu Battle Pack. In this you get Arin and Lord Raz in their small Spinjitzu spinners, and you get a side build to go with it as well. He's got the other two, the smaller ones, and he's wanted this one for a while, so this was a good opportunity for him to pick this up. But we've built a little bit of this. We got home quite late, so I built the two spinners for him, and he's had fun bashing those into each other, but we do need to build the rest of it. We'll get on that soon, I'm sure. Here's a look at the back. So you get the two spinners, and as I said, you get a small side build for you to smash the figures into and knock down. And this costs £17.99 in the Lego store. You can get a bit cheaper than that elsewhere at the minute for about £14 if you're interested. It's not one that's retiring this year, I don't believe. On top of that, he also got a small keyring of Kai, his favourite ninja. That's on his school bag now, so I haven't got it with me, but I did take a quick bit of footage of it. that you should be seeing now. So that was the other little bit he picks up. Picked up a couple of little bits that aren't actually Lego sets, but obviously were from Legoland. The first of those is this fridge magnet with Lloyd, the green ninja, on it. This is the statue, the Lloyd statue that you'll see in the Ninjago section of Legoland Windsor. Yeah, we've got a few of these. We pick one of these up most times we go there. We've got a couple of the other ninja. We've got Kai and Jay, I believe. And yeah, that'll go on the fridge. That's nice. My daughter picked herself up this mug. She's at that age now where, you know, she's a little too old for Lego sets. She doesn't really play with Lego anymore. She enjoys it if we're doing it all together, but, you know, she's not really one for buying Lego sets anymore. So she wanted something that was more like a souvenir. And so she spent a little bit of money that we gave them on this. This was very expensive, you know, for what it is. It's not even a particularly big mug. I don't know how big it looks on screen, but there's my hand next to it. I mean, you can imagine me holding that. It's pretty small. But, you know, it is what it is. It was her money for the day. And you know, you want to respect the fact she's getting a bit older and let her buy herself something that she deems a bit more adult. Yep, so that's what she got. And finally, we picked a few of the CMF, newest CMF range up. 3 of these. They're obviously not minifigures this time. They're like mini cars, mini vehicles, and are tied into the F1 theme that Lego are currently running for the year. Let's have a look through the app and just see who we've got then. Ignore what it says down the bottom here. I just scanned a random box that I had laying about to clear what was written down there. So let's have a look and see who these are. So that's the F1 Academy. The reason we got that one, we did scan these in store. I'm just checking that, you know, it is actually worked, is because my wife liked the fact it was purple. So that's why we got F1 Academy, not one I would have gone for otherwise. But on top of that, we did get the Aston Martin. There it is, nice. And finally, it should be, yep, the Ferrari. There we go, so nice. I do like these little cars. I don't know what the general consensus is on them, but I think they're pretty decent. So there you have it, that's our day at Legoland, or more specifically, the shop once we were inside. Like I said right at the beginning, I have done a full park tour from a previous visit to Legoland Windsor, so if you're interested in that, I'll put a card to that in the top right hand corner. Please do give that a watch. Also, you may have noticed whilst looking at the bits that we picked up for the day just now on my desk, there were some minifigures, some CMF line minifigures. They are from a video I did recently where I opened one of every of the boxed CMF series. So there have been 6 in total so far. Blind opening, didn't know what was inside. Worth a watch that. It's quite an interesting figure in there. I'm sure you've seen them on the desk just now, but if not, give that a watch please, that'd be great. And again, there's a card in the top right hand corner. Please do feel free to subscribe if you like what you've seen today and watch any of my other content. There's a whole bunch of stuff, playlists and what have you. But until next time, take care and happy building.